Hello everyone, my name is Calvin Fernando. My Unity ID CFER NAN3. Today I'll be demonstrating the infrastructure upgrade using Redis feature flag server. This is the topology that I'll be following. I have a Vagrant virtual machine which acts as the configuration manager, and this is the IP address of that particular virtual machine. So this virtual machine is hosted on a Windows 10 laptop, and it has two important jobs. Firstly is to reserve two EC2 instances on AWS. Second is to deploy the checkbox IO application, install Redis, and modify the redis.conf file in order to make one EC2 instance act as a Redis master and the other EC2 instance to act as a Redis slave. Now I call one EC2 instance as checkbox IO server, and this instance will act as a Redis master. This is the elastic IP address that is attached to this particular EC2 instance. Similarly, I call one EC2 instance as checkbox IO slave 1. So this will act as a Redis slave, and this is the IP address that is kind of attached to this EC2 instance. The feature that I'll be toggling is the preview feature under research and survey. So when it is turned off, it will actually display feature coming soon on the end user and when it is turned on, it will actually display the preview of the markdown file. Preview feature is the flag or the key that will be set that I'll be setting as true or false on the master, and automatically the value should be kind of updated on the slave. And when I access the checkbox IO application from the slave, I should observe the setting of the preview feature and when the preview feature is disabled. So now let me go to my EC2 console. As you can see, there's no checkbox IO server and checkbox IO slave which is in running state. So let's kind of reserve two EC2 instance on AWS. For that, I will run the provision AWS YAML file, this will actually reserve two EC2 instances on AWS. And let me go ahead and pause this video and wait for the Ansible playbook to execute. As you can see, the playbook has been executed successfully. And when I go to my AWS EC2 console, I can actually see that there's one EC2 instance called checkbox IO slave 1, which has this elastic IP address, and the second EC2 instance is checkbox IO underscore server, which has this particular elastic IP address, and both are in running state. So now, once my EC2 instances are up, so let us try and deploy the checkbox IO application and install Redis server and make one of the EC2 instance as a master. So for that, I will go and execute this particular playbook. Checkbox.yaml, and I'll hit on execution. So what actually happens out here is it will kind of install all the dependency that is required for installing the checkbox IO application and install Redis server. And lastly, it will modify the redis.conf file in order to make the EC2 instance act as a Redis master. So let me go and pause this video and resume once this playbook has been executed. So the playbook has been executed successfully, and the application has been deployed on master server along with the modification of the redis.conf file in order to make the EC2 instance act as the Redis master. Now let me do the same changes on the slave as well. So for that, I have to run a playbook on slave, which will kind of deploy the checkbox IO application on the slave, will install Redis server, and lastly will modify the redis.conf file in order to make this EC2 instance, this is 34.238.110.232, to act as the Redis slave. So the playbook has been executed successfully. Now let us try to access the Redis slave using the web browser. So this is the IP address of the checkbox IO slave. Let me open my browser out here, and let me type out here researchers. And yes, so under survey you have preview. So as you can see, since the feature flag has been turned off, the preview feature flag has been turned off. The message that has been observed by the end user is feature coming soon. Now let us go ahead and try to enable this preview feature. So for that, firstly I need to SSH into the Redis slave, Redis master. So for that, let me go ahead and type it. I'll open my git bash. I will do an SSH -i, then the appropriate PEM file, and followed by the username and the IP address of my Redis master, which is 54.156.253.240. I paste it out here. Okay, I kind of made an error in the IP address. It's 54. Here we go. So this is because I have to clear the known host files. So let me come back, and here we go. Here we are inside the Redis master. Now let me do a Redis CLI, and let me change the preview feature flag value, and let me change it to true. Let me verify whether it has been set or not. So for that, in order to verify that particular change, what I need to do is I simply have to do a get preview flag. So it has been changed. That is correct. So now let me go to my slave out here. Let me do a refresh out here, and as you can see, I'm able to view the preview of the markdown file which is present in design out here. Similarly, let me SSH into the slave, Redis slave. Okay, this is the IP address of that, 34.238. Let me paste it out here. Okay, I go to Redis CLI, and now since they are in master slave, whatever changes has been done in master should automatically reflect on slave. So let me try to get the value of the preview flag which is set in the master. As you can see, it has the value is successfully set to true. Now let me demonstrate again by setting this is my master. By setting my master, the preview flag in master has false. Once I set this as false out here. Okay, let me check if that is the same has been reflected in my slave as well. Oh yes, it has been reflected on my slave. And now let me check if that feature is reflected by the end user. Okay, yeah, so the preview feature has been disabled, and the user get a message, feature coming soon. That completes the demonstration. Thank you for watching.